Well, today we got some exciting stuff happening. I received my sheet metal for the rear quarters for the 88 4Runner from Wolf Steel out of Quebec, Canada. I am not affiliated with them in any way. I'm not getting any discounts or anything. I bought my own panels, paid about $1,000. I think it's $1,064 with shipping to BC. That's like $740 US right now with the exchange, so really quite reasonable. I'll flip the camera around, we'll show you what they look like, and then we're gonna get started cutting up the 88 4Runner and start installing some of these, so stay tuned. All right guys, so here's the panels. They come in 3 sections, so you can order whatever you need. I needed the full bottom rockers basically, and the arch, although I'm not using a lot of the arch probably, but that's fine, I'll save the pieces for another build. That's the driver's side, here's the passenger side. And then I've laid it out. The driver's side, this is where I'm cutting. I'm going to do a flange, a butt flange, or sorry, whatever, a flange connection, not a butt weld, is what I'm going to do for the majority of the panels. I think strength-wise over time, it'll be stronger and hold up better. I've marked out the passenger side. I'm not sure how I'm going exactly. That's why it's marked out in multiple ways here, because I'm not sure how I'm going to do this side because of the gas tank area. This is all really good in the back. There's no rot up here at all. It's just the way the previous owner kind of did his patch, I don't like. And then I got to get rid of the rot that's in the bottoms. I don't know how far I'm going to wrap around the corners. I'm hoping it gets right around to where I get free of the rot, but we'll work on that as we get there. We'll cut it away as we need it. But here we go, we're going to start cutting. So keep watching. One side cut open, and we got a lot of cleanup to do. And this is what I was concerned about with this guy's previous one. He sort of just pieced together and then lapped it and just filled with Bondo. So this will definitely clean it up. We'll definitely be able to clean everything out. We're going to cut around this corner still. I just don't want to do it until I get the panels tested and spot in place. But there's the driver's side cut off. All right, so I changed my mind. I decided to use a little cardboard template. I wasn't very happy with my freehanding. It was kind of crooked. So I just made a little cardboard template and then traced it all along, and now I'll cut it out. We'll get that inner tub out of the way. fender's removed. Here, definitely we got a lot. Again, guys, monofoam. It's not for body work. Definitely gonna have to rebuild that. This whole section's gonna have to come right out. Definitely gonna have to remove that. We're gonna have to drill spot welds on this section here. I remove this inner structure here, then recreate that piece. Possibly cut this out as well at the same time. Rebuild it. And then I gotta grab. And then I gotta rebuild all in the tub here anyway. So I think we're just gonna have to rebuild this whole corner, this section, and then obviously have to build that. We're gonna clean up this and we'll remove this. I think it's just from the bottle jack mount area. So we'll remove that, see how bad it is behind. I mean, there's some pretty good rust, so we might be rebuilding in there too. And then we can start opening up this back corner as well. So that's where we're at right now, and we'll just keep knocking it away till we hit real metal. So all I'm doing now is drilling out spot welds. I was trying to use my spot welder bit, but it just wasn't staying. The metal's too warped, so it's kind of jumping around on me. And I can't get a good swing to put a good punch mark in it, so I'm just using a self-tapping bit that works fine too. It just drills through, so I'll just have to weld them from the backside too, which is fine. And then as I go along, pop each one, work on to the next one. Look at the rust that's fallen off just from me tapping the hammer there. Break these welds free. There we go. Find the next one. Again, I only need to do the top ones from my cut line here this way because these are all routed out anyway, so we'll see what we have to work with after I get it. That's that piece off. And we'll try to keep this and see if we can make some template out of it. I don't know at this point. Again, I gotta get this all out of here anyway. This has to be rebuilt. We have something to build, put our seam on. Don't know how far I'm gonna go into there. I have to see what I can do. I might just use a little portable sandblaster and just try to clean this out as much as possible first. A little with the wire wheel too, but I don't think this is only single layer anyway. So if we cut it right along this seam, replace this strip with that, maybe maybe like a rectangular piece of square stock to kind of fill this back in, to give it rigidity and strength. No matter what, we'll make it stronger than it is, and hopefully stronger than it was from Toyota. I guess we're gonna keep opening this stuff up now. I think we'll do a cut across here, make a clean cut there, cut across here, go up this panel, and then straight, and then maybe, yeah, I don't know, we'll find a straight line. It's gonna be tricky, but we'll figure it out. I don't know what the point of that was for. I swear Toyota left gaps and things strictly to water to get into and dirt to get into. Out a bit here because this is the body mount part of the structure, so this is thick steel, so I'll definitely be able to clean this all up. I don't like this tucked in behind here, so I'm probably going to have to cut this part of the fender flare up a bit higher, maybe cut it off in line with this seam body line here, seam line, cut this right out, and then I can replace this whole piece and then build all this back. I still have to remove this spot welds out of this. I don't know how far I'm going to cut in there. I see quite a bit of dirt jammed in there. And why do you have to have everything clear? So I need to get that out of there. I believe my new panel is going to come to here anyway, so this will end up getting cut across and down. Hopefully it carries even farther. If it does, just so it's probably completely fresh. But I think that'll be all right. Once I get this seam off here, which I'll do that next, we can really take the wire brush to everything here, clean this up best we can. I think instead I'm going to cut this now here. I think it's going to make a difference if I'm up an inch. I still have to build this part of the wheel well anyway. And then I can get this piece right out. There's a fair bit of corrosion in this sheet metal piece that's sandwiched in there. So I think we're going to get that out next too. I think that's enough cut back from there. We'll clean this up really good. We'll rust mold it so it can't rust any further. I'm going to be using Raptor liner to paint this vehicle. I'm going to do the entire interior too, so I'll probably spray the interior of the panels as well, just to try to make them as rust proof and resistant as possible. Again, my long-term goal for this vehicle is to take back to Belize or to Costa Rica, so I want it to be able to handle the salt air too, as best as possible. So we're going to coat this thing with everything we have in our might. So that's where we're at. A couple more spot welds on this one, and then we get this. just cleaning up this lip, mainly so I can do a step flange in it. I'm gonna punch it with the tool and then lay my new panel in that groove so that I'm stacking the wood metal on top of each other. I think it'll make a stronger bond rather than just butt welding everything. I will have to butt weld some of the joints because of, I don't think I can get the step tool in behind them, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not a bodyman, I'm not claiming to be a bodyman, I'm a hobbyist. I'm sure there's guys out there going, no, don't do that. But this is how I'm doing it. So I think this is where I'm going to wrap up part one of this. This is going to be a multi-part series because there's a lot of body work to do. So stay tuned for part two.